The civil services play an important role in the functioning of a democratic system. In a democracy like India, elected representatives make laws and policies while civil servants help in implementing them effectively. They act as a link between the government and the people. Civil servants work to maintain administration, ensure delivery of public services, and support the implementation of the Constitution of India and government policies. The role of civil services in democracy has been discussed in detail in this article. Significance and role of civil services in a democracy. The civil services play a very important role in public administration and democratic governance. They help the government run the country smoothly and ensure that policies and laws are properly implemented. Steel frame of governance. The civil services are often called the steel frame of administration, a term used by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. This means that the entire system of governance depends on the efficiency and stability of civil servants. Protecting constitutional values. Civil servants work to preserve the principle of the Constitution of India, such as democracy, rule of law, national unity, and federalism. Assisting the political executive. In a democracy, elected leaders make policies. Civil servants assist them by implementing these policies and ensuring that government programs reach the people. Ensuring free and fair elections. Civil servants help the Election Commission of India conduct free, fair, and peaceful elections, which are essential for democracy. Ensuring smooth transfer of power. Civil services provide administrative continuity when governments change, ensuring that governance continues smoothly, handling emergencies and crises. During situations like national emergency or president rule, civil servants manage administration, maintain law and order, and ensure stability. Role of civil services in governance. Basis of government. The civil services form the administrative foundation of governance. Every country requires civil servants to implement government policies and run administration, policy making and implementation. Civil servants assist the government to policy formulation by collecting data, analyzing issues and suggesting solutions. They also ensure that policies are implemented effectively in accordance with the Constitution of India and existing laws. Providing public services. Civil servants deliver essential services such as maintaining law and order, protecting the environment, managing public enterprises, and implementing welfare programs for citizens. Continuity in administration. Civil services ensure stability in governance even when governments change. During situations like president rule, civil servants help maintain administration. Other administrative functions. Civil servants assist ministers in their work with the Parliament of India, manage government finances, improve administrative efficiency, and perform quasi-judicial functions in bodies like the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. Importance of civil services in modern day democracy. The civil services play a crucial role in the functioning of a modern democratic state. As governance becomes more complex, civil servants help the government manage administration, implement development programs, and respond to the needs of citizens. They act as an important support system that ensures policy and laws are effectively carried out. Ensuring democratic accountability. Civil servants work according to the laws and principles laid down in the Constitution of India. Through administrative procedures, audits, and oversight by institutions such as the Parliament of India, they help maintain accountability and transparency in governance. Promoting social justice and equality. Civil services play a key role in implementing welfare schemes related to education, healthcare, poverty alleviation, and social security. Through these programs, they help reduce social and economic inequalities and promote inclusive development. Maintaining continuity in governance. In a democracy, governments may change after elections, but the administrative system continues to function. Civil servants provide stability and continuity by ensuring that policies and development programs are implemented consistently. Crisis and disaster management. Civil servants play a leading role during emergencies such as natural disasters, health crises, and other national challenges. They coordinate relief operations, maintain law and order, and ensure quick delivery of assistance of affected people. Efficient implementation of policies. Another important role of civil services is to convert government decisions into practical actions by implementing policies and development projects effectively. They help achieve the goals of economic growth and public welfare. Relationship between civil services and democracy. The civil services play a vital role in supporting democratic governance. In a democracy, power belongs to the people and is exercised through their elected representatives. Civil servants help implement the decision of these representatives and ensure that government Policies benefit the public. Impartiality and political neutrality. Civil servants are expected to remain neutral and impartial. They must serve the government of the day without being influenced by political parties or personal interests. This helps maintain fairness and stability in administration. Accountability and transparency. Civil services are accountable to democratic institutions such as the Parliament of India and state legislatures. Parliamentary committees, audits, and administrative rules ensure transparency and reduce corruption in governance. Upholding the rule of law, civil servants are responsible for implementing laws and policies according to the Constitution of India. By enforcing laws fairly, they help maintain order and protect citizens' right. Responsiveness to public needs. Civil servants interact directly with citizens through government programs, grievance redressal systems, and public services. By collecting feedback and addressing public concerns, they help make governance more responsive and citizen-centric. Link between state and society. Civil services act as a bridge between the government and the people. They communicate government policies to citizens and also convey public concerns to policymakers, which helps build trust in democratic institutions. Evolution of civil services in India. Civil services in ancient India. The roots of civil administration in India go back to the time of the modern empire. During this period, administrative principles were clearly explained in Arthashastra written by Kautilya. The text described how officials should be selected, promoted, and evaluated, and also described the ethical conduct expected from government officials. These show that a structured administrative system exists even in ancient India. Civil services in medieval India. During the Mughal Empire, administration became more organized, especially in areas such as revenue collection and governance. Akbar strengthened the administrative system by introducing land revenue reforms and improving the functioning of officials. These arrangements later influenced the structure of administration and taxation in India. Civil services in the colonial period. The modern administrative system began to take shape under the East India Company. Initially, civil servants mainly looked after revenue collection and law and order. In 1771, Warren Hastings created the post of district collector. Later, Lord Cornwallis reorganized the administration and introduced reforms in police, judiciary, and revenue services, which laid the foundation for modern civil services. Later developments such as the Charter Act of 1853 introduced competitive examination for civil service recruitment, although Indians were allowed to participate fully only gradually. Civil services in independent India. After independence, the role of civil services changed significantly. Instead of serving colonial interests, they become responsible for development, welfare, and nation building. Civil servants help in tasks such as refugee rehabilitation, maintaining internal security, and promoting economic and social development. Today, civil services in India include All India Services, Central Civil Services, and State Civil Services. They are also classified into different groups and categories based on their functions and responsibilities. Issue with civil services in India. The civil services play a key role in governance, but civil servants also face many challenges while performing their duties. Maintaining political neutrality. Civil servants are expected to remain neutral and work according to the law. However, they may sometimes face pressure from political leaders to take decisions that favor certain individuals or groups. This can create a conflict between professional duty and political expectation. High public expectation and pressure. Civil servants deal with many complex social and economic issues. People often expect quick solutions to problems such as poverty, unemployment, and poor infrastructure. Sometimes officers also face criticism from the public for strict or unpopular decisions that are necessary for effective administration. Lack of infrastructure and resources. In many parts of India, especially rural and remote districts, there is a shortage of infrastructure, staff, and financial resources. This makes it difficult for officers to implement government schemes and deliver public services efficiently. Problems in performance evaluation. The system of performance appraisal, such as the annual performance assessment report, may sometimes be affected by favoritism, personal conflicts, or political influence. These can reduce fairness and transparency in evaluating officers' performance. difficulties in promotion. Even after good performance, some officers may not be selected for higher positions like joint secretary. Often they do not receive clear feedback about the reasons for not being promoted, which can affect morale. Salary and incentive issues. Senior civil servants, such as secretaries to the government, hold responsibilities similar to top corporate executives. However, their salaries are much lower compared to the private sector, which may reduce motivation and sometimes create risk of corruption. Work-life balance. Civil service jobs, especially in the early years for officers of services like the Indian Administrative Service and Indian Police Service, involving long working hours, heavy responsibilities, and frequent transfer. These can make it difficult to maintain a proper work-life balance. Civil services reforms in India. Civil services reform in India aim to make the civil services more efficient, transparent, accountable, and citizen-oriented. With increasing governance challenges and public expectations, reforms focus on improving skills, performance, and the overall functioning of civil servants. Mission Karmayogi. The government launched Mission Karmayogi in 2020 under the National Program for Civil Services Capacity Building. Its aim is to improve the skills and knowledge of civil servants through continuous learning. The digital platform I Got Karmyogi provides online training to make officers more capable and future ready. Lateral entry in civil services. To bring specialized knowledge into administration, the government introduced lateral entry, which allows experts from private sector, academia, and other fields to join senior positions such as joint secretary or director. Capacity building and skill development. Modern governance requires knowledge of technology, data analysis, and new policy areas. Therefore, training programs are being redesigned to develop specific competencies and professional skills among civil servants. Performance management reforms. Efforts are being made to improve the performance evaluation system so that promotions and career growth are more closely linked to merit and performance rather than seniority alone. Promoting transparency and accountability. Reforms also focus on improving transparency in administration through digital governance, simplified procedures, and ethical conduct among public officials. Strengthening recruitment and administration. Recruitment through the Union Public Service Commission and State Public Service Commission continues to be strengthened to select capable candidates. Administrative reforms also aim to reduce red tape, improve service delivery, and create a citizen-centric administration. Fixed tenure and administrative stability. Some reforms propose fixed tenure for key administrative posts to reduce frequent transfers and political interference, which can help officers work more effectively. Important articles related to civil service. Article 308. Interpretation defines the scope of civil services and applies these provisions to union and state civil services. Article 309. Recruitment and condition of service empowers Parliament and state legislature to make laws regarding recruitment and service condition of civil servants. Article 310. Doctrine of pleasure states that civil servants hold office during the pleasure of the President, Union, or the Governor State. Article 311. Protection to civil servants provides safeguard against arbitrary dismissal, removal, or reduction in rank without proper inquiry. Article 312. All India Services allows Parliament to create All India Services such as Indian Administrative Service and Indian Police Service. Article 312A. Power of Parliament allows Parliament to change or revoke service condition of certain civil service officers. Article 315. Public Service Commission provides for the establishment of the Union Public Service Commission and State Public Service Commission. Article 316 to 319. Appointment and service condition of PSC members deals with appointment, tenure, and condition of service of members of UPSC and state PSCs. Article 320. Functions of Public Service Commission defines the function of UPSC and state PSC such as recruitment and advisory roles. Article 323A. Administrative Tribunals allows Parliament to establish tribunals to resolve disputes related to service matters.